today here in Red Majesty's channel, we will be talking about a very different theme. We will be talking about tattoos as always, but in this particular video, we will be talking about MBA and tattoos. This will be our very first video talking about people that actually have tattoos, but we will be talking about athletes that have tattoos, but we will be moving to the NBA because we are getting closer to close this season, and I love sports, and one of my favorite sports is the NBA, and obviously I have one team that it's my favorite. So today I will be talking about athletes in the NBA that have tattoos and some other things related to that. So stay tuned to this video and let's get to it. As rare it is those nowadays, or not as rare, but it's getting more popular that we are seeing more people getting tattoos, and especially athletes in this amazing world of sports. And we get to see those amazing athletes getting tattoos done, but do they have a meaning? Why do they get tattoo done? And was there a first athlete that actually got a tattoo done? Who was that person? So which was the first NBA player to have tattoos? Well, the first NBA player to actually have tattoos, or at least a lot of tattoos, was Dennis Rodman. And he was the very first player to spot multiple tattoos. Now, where roughly 70% of the NBA players have tattoos. And that's really amazing. So previous times, there was like a taboo when nobody was seen with actual tattoos. It's not because tattoos were not done, because tattoos were in our world from thousands and thousands of years ago. Okay, we have found, there were being found mummies with tattoos from 5,000 years ago. So the moment when an actual player started posting or showing its body into the people, at least in the NBA, was Dennis Rodman. He was the first player to do that. Starting the 2022, there were 10 players with the most tattoos in the whole world that were chosen for this list. Starting with the number 10, Kobe Bryant. Number 9, Chris Bosh. Number 8, Andrei Kirilenko. Number 7, Deshaun Stevenson. Number 6, Kenyon Martin. Number 5, Wilson Chandler. Number 4, Monta Ellis. Number 3, Kevin Durant. Number 2, J.R. Smith. And number 1, Chris Birdman Anderson. Let's have a little note about this Chris Birdman Anderson. He was chosen as the number 1 worst tattoo on the NBA because of his free bird tattoo on his neck. Let me know your thoughts about that tattoo. You can leave your comments here on this video too. So this leads us to one question. Are tattoos banned in the NBA? Well, the official language in Article 37 of the agreement states, other than as may be incorporated into his uniform and manufacturer's identification incorporated into his sneakers, a player may not, during any NBA game, display any commercial, promotional, or charitable name, mark, logo, or other identification, including but not limited to on his body, hair, or otherwise. But this is something interesting. In 2018, player J.R. Smith revealed he would be fined every game if he didn't cover up the new tattoo that he had on his calf with the name of New York-based streetwear, skatewear brand Supreme. That's terrible to know. Now let's get to the point. Which is my favorite team of the NBA? Well, my favorite team of the NBA is the Atlanta Hawks. And I am going to talk about 3 of the NBA Atlanta Hawks which have tattoos and their meanings. And I know that the Atlanta Hawks are not on the spotlight as much as other NBA teams and NBA players as the 3 athletes that I'm going to mention today, even though that these 3 athletes are great in the Atlanta Hawks, but they are my team and I'm going to talk about them today. So let's start with Trae Young. Trae Young has 5 tattoos so far, because once you get a tattoo done, you get addicted. Okay, so he has always remember as a tribute to his loved ones and the people who have always supported him. He also has arrows on the right bicep as a tattoo of 2 upward pointing arrows on it. This is a Viking symbol that represents the idea of making your own reality. Clever. He also has the word blessed on his left forearm with his elbow folds. This means how he feels blessed to have reached such a good place in his life and to have a supporting and loving family. Tattoos always have beautiful meanings, or personal meanings, I would say. Sometimes you get tattoo done because you just want to get a tattoo done and you get addicted and you want to feel that ink and that needle in your body. That's something you just want to have the tattoo done that day. But some other times you just want to get a tattoo done because you want something meaningful in your body, so you get a tattoo done. There's days and days, you know. He also has on his left side Bible verse tattoo on it. And let me tell you, on the ribs area, tattoos really hurt. And he has a Bible verse which is not small, and it reads, "By the grace of God, I am what I am, and his grace to me was not without effect. No, I worked harder than all of them, yet not I, but the grace of God that was with me." 1 Corinthians 15:10. And this particular tattoo means that after all his efforts and hard work, the Almighty and his grace who helped him achieve everything. And he also has a gates of heaven on his left thigh. That's a staircase leading up to a gate on his left side, and that is surrounded by clouds and a dove flying above with rays of shine and a silhouette of another bird tattooed above the gate too. And that tattoo, that particular tattoo for him represents the Christianity, and the light beyond the gates represents truth, warmth, and peace. And that's his personal meaning, you know. Now let's talk about John Collins. He seems to have a lot of tattoos, but I did found something particular about John Collins, and it is that he has developed a love of history and an appreciation of different cultures, and that's great. So when they did this interview with John Collins and they were talking about the tattoos, they mentioned that his tattoos were influenced by cultures ranging from Polynesian to Egyptian to Asian to Native American. So he have a few from everywhere. And inside his right bicep is perhaps his most cherished tattoo, and that is an elephant near the word Lydia. And this particular tattoo is as a tribute to his mother. So now let's get to Danilo Gallinari. Danilo Gallinari, he is Italian, and he represented his country in the Summer Olympics of 2020 in Tokyo. And even though Italy finished 5th, this was a one-in-a-lifetime experience that got him to get the tattoo Tokyo 2020 with a basketball on his left shoulder. And this is the beauty of tattoos. You can represent, you can express yourself with things that happen in your life, things that happen once in a lifetime, things that represent you, things that makes you feel happy, joy, how you were feeling in that moment, that experience that changed your life forever. And if you survive something that touched your life, it could be anything. So that's the amazing and beautiness of the tattoos, and that's why it means something different for everybody. So this is the end of the video. Hopefully you have enjoyed it as much as I did. If you have any NBA player which is your favorite, you can put it on the comments below, and I will be seeing you on the next video. Thank you for watching.